here. You'll go down in history. Then one day he stopped and said, don't you Rudolph the red-nosed reindeer had a little shiny nose. Yeah, 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 yeah. Yeah, 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 yeah. No sales. What a day. What a year. My recap is going to be amazing. Of 2025. Should I do a separate video? Should I do a separate recap video of like all the markets of 2025, or just a recap of this one? I don't know. We shall see. We have, I don't know what time it is, but we have, oh, I do know what time. It is 12:53, and the market is over in an hour at 2 o'clock, and we have made no sales. The 3-hour market, enjoyed that part because I like markets that are short.
Right.
But yeah, in the time that we've been here, not one sale. Zero. Zero, zero, zero. So, there's that. There's the update. That is the update. There is no update. That's the update. And for this to be the last market of the year, and to be a holiday market, I just really had high hopes. So now, gotta get on TikTok Live and do my thing. Close the year off strong. TikTok Live it out. 15% off. I like that the sales. I think that like when it pop up, I personally enjoy when they like, okay, we're running what a flash sale in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Flash sales live for the next 20 minutes. So you set it up. Yeah, and then the countdown. That's cool. That's cool. TikTok is actually pretty cool when it comes to selling, live selling. So I gotta get you in I'm recording right now, just so you know. But I gotta get you in. I'm talking about. I'm talking about. You could be in. I wasn't saying it to not be in it, but just you were wondering like why I'm speaking the way that I'm speaking. But yeah, you could. Huh? You think so? How do I talk? Hello, hello. Yeah, right, that's right, they are everywhere, like, because they were at the Women's Expo. I mean, that was a different butt cake, but, right.
Because they probably got a lot of repeats. Once they get them, kind of same thing, once they get them in the ecosystem.
Right.
Customer ecosystem, the chance to repeat buying.
What is the Christmas music in here? Isn't this a Christmas market? Where's the ho and the Christmas music make people want to buy? You never going into a mall and you don't hear music playing when you shopping. Do y'all want people to spend money or not? The music need to be bumping. We're out until the recap because we only got an hour left.
How much is the whole prize?
Yeah. So if you were to get the full set, and I can go over each one of them, and then the total price. The full. Let me make sure that I didn't change anything. It's $107 for the full everyday kit, which that is the cleanser is $33, the moisturizer is $30, the toner is $26, and then the the oil serum is $18. So they can be sold completely separate, or you can buy them as a set as well. And then what you're trying here is the body cream. So those, we do have fragrances in all of them. We do have fragrance free too, but I don't have any today. So I sold out of fragrance free. So those are just different fragrances, 5 different fragrances. We also carry them in, that's the one that has the bergamot that you just tried on. It's bergamot, eucalyptus. So that was a little powerful as far as the fragrances, and like a kind of like a fresh air fragrance. I do. So these are just our best sellers. These are 33. They're like gifts, kind of gift sets. You can also purchase them individually. A lot of people are getting them this year to like put in as a stocking stuffer, like, you know, as a gift. If you did want to get one of the sets, I can swap out if you like that scent over the 3 that we already have. These, again, it's just the best sellers, but you can swap out and put any of the 5 that you actually like. And then over here are the bigger sizes, and then these are 30. So 33 for these, and then 30 for the 8-ounce jar. Yeah.
So how many? 70?
This is 107 for this one. Yeah. And then those are and then these are 33, and then these are 30 for the and I can give you a tester if you want to test out some of the other fragrances. So depending on the fragrances that you like.
This one's that one?
Yep, so that's Sunny Butter there, and I'll go over the scent. So that has mandarin orange and pineapple. This one is Beach Day. That one is red raspberry, mango, and lemon. And then the third one that's in it is this one here on the end. And that's our best seller out of all 5 of them. That's called Everyday Bay. And so that one you're gonna get some peach nectar, creamy coconut, vanilla bean, jasmine with like a sugary musk undertone. So people really, really, really love that one because it pairs really well with like everything. It's not overpowering, but and then, yeah, you're more than welcome to, again, swap out if you want 3 of the same one. You can do that too. It's just up to you.
How do Apple Pay?
We can, so we have like tap, so we can do tap pay. And then I think, yeah, Apple Pay, you would be able to do it with the tap. So you did want to get the set that, okay, awesome. Okay. And so that would be 36, 38. There we go. Let's see. Thank you so much.
Have a good day.
You too. Have a good holiday.
Thank you. A lot of people also, yeah, you're like, when you apply it, you feel it like, oh my God, the hydration as it, cause right. Yeah, right. Okay, so we will swap out. Do you prefer it? Let's see. Oh, that's like that for those 3? Okay, awesome. All right, y'all. The last market of 2025 was my worst market of 2025. That is so funny because I had really high hopes that this was going to be a really, really good market with it being a holiday market, but it just was not what I was hoping it to be. There were a lot of vendors there, and from what I observed, a lot of the people that attended this market were really interested in the activities for their children. So it was really, really heavy family-based market. And yeah, it just was not my best market ever. I don't think since I've been in business it might, no, it's not the least out of every market that I've done, but it's definitely the worst one that I've done all year. So let's get into the numbers and what I do this market again. So I had 2 transactions, and out of those 2 transactions, our best seller was, of course, always the best seller, Not Your Everyday Body Butter Trio boxes. We actually sold 2 of those. And actually, we had one of the 2 orders, or one customer bought a trio box, but then they also purchased a cleanser, a toner, and a moisturizer in that one order. So that was actually a really large order for me. That total was $134.53. So she spent a nice amount of money with me, and I've been finding that like when I do get sales, people don't, like they spend money. So obviously the products are given quality, because when I find my target audience, they have no problem spending the coin. Okay, and it's just me just really trying to find my target audience. And then I said the other order that I got was a Not Your Everyday Body Butter Trio box. So the total sales for the market was $170.91. The net sales were $155, and that is again the sales without taxes, which is what I take or what I get to see, $155. The market was 3 hours long, from 11 to 2 p.m. And I'm not mad at the timing. The timing was awesome. The weather was really, really cold that day. Like, it was in full-fledged winter, feeling like it was winter. So I don't know if that had something to do with the turnout. But again, even though, like, it was a nice amount of people in there, I feel like. But it was a lot of vendors, and then a lot of them were really interested in the activities for, like, that cater to children. And so would I do this market again? My answer is no. This market did have a fee, and I believe the fee was, I couldn't find it. I was trying to look for it, but I couldn't. I think it was $40 or $50. I just can't remember right now. But I was really worried that I wasn't even going to get my fee back. So I was glad that like right towards the end, maybe the last like 30 minutes of the market, I got those sales, but we had been sitting there for hours without any sales. So I'm glad I got my feedback, but for it to not be a free market, I probably could have done better in one of my free markets, to be honest. And yeah, like it wasn't even a lot of people that like came over and that were interested in like looking, because it was a lot of vendors in that building. It was way too many vendors for the amount of foot traffic. They didn't get enough foot traffic. It was like over 100 vendors. It was a lot. It was a lot of people in there. People meaning like businesses in there. It was more businesses than it was people to me, because all the people were lined up trying to get pictures with Santa and all the other stuff. So again, I don't think, like, I'm looking for a really, really good holiday market for people that are wanting to purchase and looking for gifts for people. And I did not feel like that crowd was truly looking to support small businesses. Just my 2 cents. So for that reason, I hope not. This has been a really interesting market season for me. These last 2 months is the time of year that I spend a lot of time doing markets, and it are in November and December. And one thing that I didn't factor in is my health. Like I have to be in a pretty good health to be able to do the markets, because I'm a one-woman show. So if I'm not well, I can't participate. So thinking about that, like the one market that I didn't do in the last video that I just posted, if you guys did not check the video out, I'm gonna leave the card up above so you can go ahead and check it out. But in my last video, it was supposed to be a 2-day weekend market, and the second day I couldn't do. And I actually paid for that market. I think I paid $90 or $75 or something like that. So I completely lost out on that money because I couldn't be there. So, and again, that was a one case, because I wasn't sick, but I had to be there for my family. And so that was kind of like an emergency situation where you just couldn't control that. And those things will happen. But I might not be so adamant next year to like plan and prep for all these markets in advance. And I also might just not, I just don't have the bandwidth to have them back to back like that. Just because it's a lot on me. It really, really is. And working a full-time job, running my business, being a mom, wife, all of that. It's a lot. So that's it, y'all. This is the last video of the year. Happy New Year to you. I am going to take a nice break. I will probably start back doing markets or do some markets in February. I may do some content and make some videos in January, but they won't be markets just because I do need a little bit of a break. It really takes a lot to edit these videos. So if you've ever enjoyed any video that I've created, please leave a comment. Let me know. That really keeps me encouraged to continue to create content. And if you haven't subscribed, go ahead and subscribe to the video. And of course, always, if you've made it to the end of this video, I always ask if you could drop a green heart. That lets me know you watched all the way to the end. And that is truly all I have for 2025. What a year. Welcoming in 2026. I hope you guys have an amazing, happy new year. And cheers to 2026. See y'all in the next one. Bye-bye.